yourself.
I'm Linda Niter, and I'm Vice Dean for Undergraduate Business Programs and also a professor in management. Well, Management 100 is important, I think, for a number of reasons. Probably primary among them is the fact that we feel it's essential for students to learn how to critically make decisions, particularly decisions that have ethical connotations. So, for example, if you look at the past few years and what's happened in corporate America, you see these major cases that are all over the newspaper, Kenneth Lay, Tyco, and on and on and on we go. We want to make sure that our students understand what the consequences of poor decisions can be on shareholders, on employees, on the broader constituents that their organizations work essentially for. And so part of our thinking in developing this class was to help students understand basically the ethical responsibility, the fact that they're part of broader communities than just the university community, for example. So that was one of the primary purposes. There were several other purposes. One of the other purposes was to develop esprit de corps among our students. And so the idea was we would have upperclassmen who have been there, done it, understand the university quite well, our student leaders academically and in terms of organizations, and have them mentor for incoming freshmen. And so the idea was to have those individuals, those top leaders, top students, serve as teaching assistants and also help facilitate teams. And so by putting students into teams, our feeling was we would help them get to know each other, but also help build sort of esprit de corps from the freshman year to the sophomore year to the junior year to the senior year, because the upperclassmen are involved with them from the very beginning. And then a third objective was that we feel very strongly that our students should engage in broader communities. So whether that means looking at greening initiatives on campus, or it may mean going out into the broader community and helping other organizations be successful, we want our students to do that from day one, because the University of Miami's student is not a student that we want to be a 24/7 student in terms of studying. We want our students to be very well developed. And so academics are important, but the other things that are important is becoming a person, getting to know others, embracing diversity, and making a difference in the world. And from our perspective, part of making a difference in the world is engaging in a variety of communities while students are here. So we start them off, Management 100, to be able to do that. Well, I think the way that it benefits both students and the community is the students get to know the community, they get to know some of the issues that are out there. It helps to develop leadership skills on their part. From the community's perspective, our freshmen are incredibly bright, incredibly talented, and they have done everything from developing market plans to developing websites to helping organizations in the community really understand how to communicate their message more effectively in an era which is reliant on so many diverse mechanisms that have never been used before, whether it's Twittering or developing internet sites that will be engaging and that clients will want to access. I think prospective students should know that it's an exciting course and it's an exciting way to become part of university life. It's a fun course in a lot of ways because you work in teams and you work with upperclassmen, and so from the very beginning you develop friends that are going to last throughout the entire four-year period. So, so I think that's one of the nice things, and I think the other major aspect to this is that when you leave the University of Miami, you will be able to critically evaluate the types of decisions you're going to be making as a business leader in the future, or actually as any leader in the future, because many of our students go on to law school, or last year we had 3 that went on to medical school. So regardless of where our students go, I think having taken a course like this, they're going to be better decision makers and better contributors to the 21st century.